many marine scientists and fishermen and ocean enthusiasts alike, the mission I was about to embark on was one of dreams. But honestly, this wasn't even something I could have dreamt. I smiled just thinking about it. At 21, fresh out of uni, I found myself on a yacht for 4 months, miles from shore, exploring untouched reefs, learning from experts, and fishing places few have ever cast a line. Some might find this prospect daunting, but for me, it was a bloody no-brainer, and boy was I excited for what was to come. 5 a.m. on the 25th of April was where it all began. Despite the swell being up and knowing we had to cross the notoriously dangerous Wide Bay Bar, froth levels were extremely high. We left Double Island Point, southeast Queensland, heading north. The crew on board each had their own goals for the trip, but mine are kept pretty simple. Catch big fish, study remote waters, and be a sponge. By that, I mean absorb all the knowledge I possibly could from the skipper. The skipper had decades of experience in fisheries research, management, and maritime operations, all valuable skills and knowledge which I'm sure I'll need in the future. Queensland's east coast is where I've grown up, and I've travelled nearly the whole coast by car, like many people, but never by boat. This is something few people will experience. And let me tell you, video footage, especially mine, just doesn't do it justice. You really must see it to believe it. But bear with me as I try to show you the sheer vastness and beauty of this coastline. From turquoise waters to stunning reefs, to mangrove creek systems teeming with life, this place is incredibly diverse, and I hope to offer a perspective you might not have seen before. This trip duration was to be 6 months, but due to unforeseen issues, it was cut short at 4. This is just a reality of a trip of this nature. On a trip like this, challenges are inevitable. Things can go from bad to worse in the blink of an eye. Being able to adapt, learn on the go, and think with a clear mind is crucial, as I was about to learn. As the saying goes, when one door closes, another opens. That's exactly what happened. Right now, I'm sitting back here on Thursday Island, roughly 1 year later, the same place where the planned trip ended and the unplanned began. Though, the story of the unplanned is for another time. But for now, this felt like a perfect moment to reflect and finally square this journey away. So please, sit back, grab beer if you like, relax, and I hope you enjoy. In the northern reaches of the Great Barrier Reef lies a remarkable island, Lizard Island. Just 19 kilometers from the edge of the continental shelf, this island serves as a base for some of Queensland's most important coral reef research. Its proximity gives scientists access to almost every type of reef and island found within the Great Barrier Reef itself. The shallow, fringing reefs here are dominated by hard corals, and within them lives a dazzling community of animals. Prevailing southeast trade winds often make diving here a challenge, but when the tides and winds align, the waters clear and the reef reveals itself to freedivers. Schools of small fish move as one, bound by the age-old strategy of safety in numbers. Together, they evade the patrolling predators of the reef. The coral bommies and reef flats shelter them from the powerful ocean currents just beyond the reef wall. On the outer edges, the hunters wait. Coral trout, giant trevally, and sharks all patrol these waters in search of their next meal. But not every inhabitant of the reef is here for the hunt. Turtles, surgeonfish, parrotfish are the cleaners and the caretakers of the reef. With its beak-like mouth, the parrotfish scrapes algae from the coral. What may seem a small and ordinary act is in truth essential. For without these tireless grazers, algae would soon overwhelm the living corals. Spending up to 90% of its day feeding, a single parrotfish can produce more than 200 grams of sand every day. The white sands of coral islands owe much of their existence to these fish. Yet, in some parts of the world, parrotfish are threatened by overfishing. Knowing this, one might wonder, are they truly fish for the table, or are they guardians of the reef, best left to play their vital role? Lizard Island itself remains relatively undisturbed. Its distance from the mainland has protected it, serving as a timely reminder that such places still exist, despite constant headlines of reef decline. Here, the presence of herbivorous fish and the vibrant colours of the hard corals are signs of a healthy ecosystem. And yet, reefs closer to shore have not fared so well. Many have suffered recent bleaching. To the naked eye, corals appear alive with colour, but beneath the surface, it's not the coral itself that creates this brilliance. It's the zooxanthellae, a tiny algae who live within the coral's tissue. These algae provide sugars and oxygen. They are life itself for the coral. But when stressed by warming seas or pollution, the algae can turn toxic, and the coral expels them, leaving behind only a pale white skeleton, weak and vulnerable. Without their algae, many corals cannot survive. If conditions improve, the algae may return and the coral may recover, but only slowly, and only if the environment remains stable for many months, even years. For fishermen, this is not simply a scientific concern. Reefs are our fishing grounds. They provide shelter, breeding grounds, and feeding zones for countless species. The labyrinth of hard corals is home to small fish and crustaceans, nurseries for the young, and hunting grounds for the larger predators we seek. But when coral dies, these services vanish. The reef collapses, and with it, our favourite fishing spots. This was seen firsthand. Another bay on the island. Where there was a large amount of bleached coral, the reef had been dominated by algae, and there was a clear absence in herbivorous fish and less biodiversity. It is for this reason that protecting these areas is in our best interest, not just for science, but for fishing too. After a few incredible days at Lizard Island, we upped the pick and kept sailing north. We were now deep in Spanish mackerel territory. After several days in a green zone, the crew was itching for a feed, so we dropped the troll handlines behind the yacht, cruising at about 8 kilometers an hour. Sure enough, that trusty silver spoon didn't take long to hook up. A couple of rough days later, we reached our next anchorage. Off Cape Melville lies the Flinders Island Group, a welcome shelter from southeast trade winds. We set up to stay for a few days. While the shelter was nice, I had one thing on my mind, the fishing, and it didn't disappoint. For any fisher, this is the stuff of dreams. The diversity, the size, the untouched feeling of it all, unlike anything I'd ever experienced. And we were doing it all from a 3-metre poly boat. Only those who have landed big fish in tiny boats know the kind of rush I'm talking about. One of the younger crew hadn't fished much before, and watching him land his first coral trout was unreal.
Oh, trouty, good trout, good trout. Good trouty boy. Yeah, that's a cover. Yes, Silas! Come on!
Flinders was a fisherman's paradise, and I feel like I only just scratched the surface of what it has to offer.
Oh, yeah. Reckon he's legal? He only has to be close.
As you watch this footage, I want to leave you with a thought. We often keep spots like this secret to protect them from being overfished. And trust me, I get it. I do the same back at home. But I also believe quality fishing should be something we can share, because the benefits go far beyond filling the esky. Unfortunately, that's not the reality right now, and too often when a spot gets out, it gets smashed. And we can't always trust that every person will treat it with respect it deserves. So keeping it secret feels safer. But I'd like to believe we can move toward a future where sharing a spot, a story, or a technique isn't a risk, because we know it will be respected. Here at Flinders, I'm confident the remoteness alone means those who make it here will treat it with the respect it deserves.
All right, a big grassy, huge grassy. Oh, yep, tighten that in. Still there, yeah. Small. Real small. What is that? Mini trout on? Yep. Oh, big tuna! Holy shit! Oh, he's eating this! Holy shit! We don't want that tuna. Let go, you dog. Yes. Holy shit! What the actual? Oh man!
Yeah, done that in the straights. What's that hanging in?
Are they?
Might chip you, what do you reckon? Chuck that in with that.
Yeah. Throw them out of here.
Dog.
Kuna!
I've done that, I've had that straight.
I've never seen that happen.
Like that. Yeah, I have.
That was so good. Yeah, I wouldn't eat one. I'd be scared of seeing a terrapoise.
Bigger than that.
We're not that desperate. A couple of setos rolling through here. Are we back? Is this the lagoon section? Oh, cool. I took that on the drop. I was letting line out. On the crabby, man! The crabby's slaying it! What did you say about the spot? Was this the spot or? Oh man! Bro, that was big!
So, what does that respect look like? Well, handling fish properly on release no matter what the size. Taking only what you need. Because there's a difference between keeping a feed and pillaging a spot. Boasting about bagging out is old news. And if we want the future generations to enjoy these places, it's up to us to fish with respect and to pass that mindset on. That also means moving on when the sharks move in. Shark depredation is one of the biggest threats to our fisheries right now. And while management solutions are definitely needed, we as fishermen have a vital role to play. Research shows it's learned behaviour. So if you keep fishing in a spot after being sharked, you're not only losing fish unnecessarily, but you're reinforcing and teaching sharks to do it time and time again. I'll admit, I've made this mistake before, but it's not worth it, and it's not sustainable. The only way we'll see change from above is if we set the example from down here. I'm not accusing anyone, and most of you probably already are on the same page. But if any of this has made you stop and think about how you fish, well, that's all I can hope for.
Oh, bastard, you smoke. Oh, yeah. Oh, you got that? Oh, there's two of them. Get another one. Get a little in there. Yeah. Alright. Double hookup! Oh. I'm in reverse. Reef is. Yeah! Oh shit, yeah, I'm getting smoked! Oh, I'm getting smoked a bit. Yeah, big golden. Oh! Got a triple hookup. There's another one down there still. Holy shit, that was hectic. Oh, there's like 3 of them down there still. Oh, wow.
Yep, got him.
Yeah.
That's big, man.
Yep, I'm reversing.
That was big.
Reversing. I'm just in steady reverse. He's coming out. Yep. I just want him to swim away. He is smoking you. What is this? Holy shit! Neutral. Lucky I upgraded the hooks. Those hooks would not have held up. Yep. Not too much fire with the rod lift, eh?
Yep.
Nice, smooth pump and wind. Yeah, he's big. Big G?
Big GT.
Big GT. Probably, or I don't know if I'm going to be able to get it. It might be a grab. I think I'm grabbing him. I just need to.
As I said earlier, this trip was originally planned to go a lot longer, with the skipper's main goal to get to a reef called Scott Reef off the Western Australian coast. This meant the trip up the east coast was somewhat rushed, as plans were centred around getting to the other side of the country. As a result, I only got a small taste of some of the incredible opportunities this stretch of coast has to offer, from small creeks tucked along the coast with barramundi and mangrove jacks. Is that prodigy hanging in its mouth just there? Really cool. Put that hook out. Beautiful little rat. Cool. Yep. Oh, this is big. Big cod. Beautiful, big black spot estuary cod. How's it go with that? Just that prodigy hanging out its mouth there. To islands such as the two I've mentioned. This small taste has me thinking. I have so much I still want to explore along this coastline, and hopefully someday I'll get the opportunity again to fish some of these special places which we only just passed through. I really hope you enjoyed this episode. It's something a bit different to what I usually do, and a bit different to most of the fishing and travelling content that's out there. I've held off on posting this, waiting for a bigger audience, because I believe the ideas and information in here really matter. If anything resonated with you, I'd be stoked if you can share the video with your fishing buddy or another mate. Not for my gain, not to grow my channel, I don't earn a cent from this, but because more people know, the more they can care. And if you disagree with anything I've said, drop a comment. I'd love to hear your side of the story. Because fishing is more than just catching. It's about the community too. the people you meet, the places you see, and the memories you create.